find a way. We always have.
I mean, it's pretty obvious from his movies he's got an exceptional mind. But he owns that. He doesn't, without being imperious, without being arrogant, he's very present and he's so bright.
He has influences and is inspired by different films, but he's always after whatever's original. I had ideas that I had pulled from different movies, even stuff from Apocalypse Now, and he loved the idea, but he was like, we're not going to do that, though.
He forces you to use and allows you to use your brain and your heart, especially with this film, and your eyes, because you're just shocked by how gorgeous, and it's one of the most visually stunning films I've ever seen.
He's making a movie that's smart. He's making a movie that's going to challenge you, the viewer. He's going to make he's not going to push a message, but there's going to be, in this one, I think there's messages in it that are very challenging to mankind.
So I think whereas some people either allow themselves to be limited or limit themselves in saying, I can only be one thing, he doesn't do that. He lets himself be a lot of things, and I think his films reflect that. I was flying somewhere, and I had my script like in the little section in front of me, and I fell asleep. And when I woke up, I just like had a panic attack because I just thought, oh my God, I've just left it out. Anybody could have gotten it, which is a level of paranoia that is slightly ridiculous, I think. But it explains that's how seriously we took the secrecy.
Those scenes are always a little intimidating, or I can kind of put a tack in them. I think I know what scenes we won't talk about them, exactly what they are on film or on video, but they have to work. You know, if they don't work, the emotional ride of the movie doesn't work as well. And then on the day, though, if they work, they always work on the first take. It's first thing in the morning, 8 a.m. Good morning. Let's start off the day with a good cry.
I'm never gonna understand as much as Kip Thorne understands. I mean, this is his life's work, and he would be on set, and that was helpful to me.
I understand the plausibility now, but I had to spend time with Kip and a lot of time with Chris to understand the plausibility.
Physics, each question should lead to another question. It never leads to just a end, full stop answer, which then makes me feel like, okay, there's not a silly question because it's an open-ended thing. It just goes everywhere.
But don't get hung up on that if you're watching it. As you can tell people, we pose theoretically what would practically be the cause and effect of the situation. But in no way are we trying to say this is a science class, so take the ride.